Hello everyone, and welcome to the Dice Commando YouTube channel. I'm Andrew, with you here as always. This is the Commando News Network, where we cover news, updates, and happenings from around the world of gaming and other related areas. This video and others like this one are possible thanks to viewers like you. Please show your support with a like and subscribe, and be sure to hit the bell notification icon so you don't miss any new videos. If you want to get involved with the channel, consider becoming a channel member. There are many benefits to channel membership, including access to our Discord, exclusive deck tech and strategy videos, and the opportunity to help create channel content. I want to sincerely thank all our channel members, as I truly couldn't do this without your support. You guys rock. Go Commando. Hello everyone, welcome to Dice Commando and the Commando News Network. It is August 14th, 2020, and we are here today with 2 weeks worth of content because I took last week off. So today I have a ton of news out of Flesh and Blood, no surprise there, that's pretty much their standard, but we also have the new set coming, so we're going to talk about that. We have news out of Legion, 2 weeks worth of releases there, and I have news from Argent Saga. But before we get into all of that, I wanted to go through something kind of really neat and cool that happened over the last week or so in gaming world. Coming out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, Team Covenant is there. Pretty big mover and shaker in the content creator tabletop space. They had supported a game called Ashes: Rise of the Phoenixborn over the last couple years, and the game had really kind of waned and it kind of hit its natural end. I think it was within the last year. Plaid Hat, who makes the game, said it was time to move on. And what Team Covenant basically did is they reached out to them, and I don't know how the negotiations went and all then, but they reached out to them and said, hey, what if we used our subscription service and our fan base to see if people are willing to basically, for lack of a better term, from my understanding, they're basically doing an ongoing Kickstarter, right, if that makes sense. That's what I'm showing right now, but we've partnered with Plaid Hat in an effort to bring back as our first player-driven production, which is trademarked, PDP trademark. The concept is simple. If enough people subscribe, Ashes Reborn will officially go into print, and the Ashes Reborn upgrade pack will go out. And then as the subscription goes, that will continue to get more people's, right? So they basically said if it gets funded, we'll do this. It got funded. They had 100% of players necessary as of August 9th. So it was 5 days ago, and it didn't take them very long to get there, right? So not only is this cool for Ashes, right, but this could really be, in theory, a successful model. Kickstarter's been really changing the gaming world as it is over the last couple of years. Some can say for the positive or negative, whatever the argument being. But this is kind of an ongoing, continuous Kickstarter, for lack of a better term. So I think it's a really cool thing. We'll just have to keep our eyes on it. But yeah, congrats to Team Covenant for making that happen, and congrats to everyone who wants to, all of the Ashes fans who want to see their game going. So really cool stuff. So for Flesh and Blood, hey, it's spoiler season, right? Crucible War spoiler season started this week. Awesome stuff. I am not ignoring, of course, the fact that we had another Road to Nationals event last weekend. Saw a familiar face top that one and take home the prize. So that's pretty awesome that guy is clearly the dominant force in our game. But for the rest of us who aren't competitive, who just enjoy playing the game with our buddies, Crucible War spoiler season, right? So started this week. We've seen cards from Runeblade, and we've seen from Warrior, right? We saw a new weapon for Runeblade, which looks pretty good. 1 for 3 seems pretty good. We've seen that Dorinthia's 1 for 3 is pretty good, right? So that's a cool thing as well. And then some of the stuff that we've seen so far for Warrior, I don't think is super great. But this card I'm showing right now, Dauntless, next weapon attack, this gains +3. Next defense reaction card costs an additional 1 to play. Go again. That's pretty basic Warrior right there. Throw 1 down, make your weapon +3. Looking pretty good. So that's the exciting part here. Is we just have, it's spoiler season, right? This is going to keep going until the end of the month when the set actually releases. Yeah, I don't know much more to say there, right? There's going to be updates every day. Make sure that you are going to, I'm putting it the wrong way for you. Make sure that you're going to their page. They have you can go look at their spoiler page. When it gets posted, each one of those spoilers gets put in that page. They basically have blank, empty slots, and those slots get filled up as they get spoiled, and the set is slowly being revealed. And if it was anything like the last spoiler season we saw, it's going to be a good time trying to keep on top of everything, because they're just going to keep coming rapid fire, which is what we love, because we constantly love to see new stuff. So very exciting stuff out of FAB. I'll also be doing a cast on that here in a few minutes for me, but it'll come up in a few days for you guys, so make sure to check that out. So for Argent Saga, we had talked a couple weeks ago about their Argent Showcase, which was their online regional, for lack of a better term, right? Their online tournament they'd been running. The first one we didn't hear much about, and I was surprised to see they were doing a second one, but it looks like they have their stuff figured out. This one they're actually doing live matches on Untapped. They've been tracking it on the website, what's actually been going in. What I'm showing right now is the top 8 deck lists. We also have what I'm showing right now, which is the breakdown of all the various decks in the tournament. So definitely following this. This was a huge step forward for them in getting basically this off the ground, right? The last one happened and no one really heard about it. At least for me, I hadn't heard much about it, and this one is way different. It's out there. We're tracking it. A lot of cool stuff going there. So that's very exciting for Argent Saga. On top of that, they are definitely trying to give the community a shot in the arm, because what they started posting are deck lists, right? Basically not pre-built, but given deck lists. Iton Sola Mechas is one of them that's up there, right? That's what I'm showing here. You can actually go check out that deck list on their site, right? That's something that we haven't seen from Argent Saga really before, is kind of the fan articles and stuff. That's something LSS does really well that Argent Saga just really hasn't done. And I think this is a really good potential turning point for the game. So we've got the Iton Sola, we have Wren Serpio up there, and there may be another one up by the time that this episode goes up as well. So if you're looking for deck list ideas, or just to kind of give you an idea of what it looks like, what building a deck looks like, that's a really great starting point to go in and actually look at what the company's put together and has available. So for Star Wars Legion this week, we're not looking at any brand new product, because everything was revealed in their showcase that was 2 weeks ago. But actually earlier that week, I had forgotten to mention, they actually had the full spoiler article come up for Clan Wren. That's what I'm showing now, the models. Go check that out as well. You can go through, you can click, you can check out a bunch of the cards. What's really cool about these guys is they come with a generic unit card, which is Mandalorian Resistance, right? And that's just a generic Mandalorian unit card. Or you can go Mandalorian Resistance sub Clan Wren, which requires you then to attach Tristan Wren and Ursa Wren, right? They're uniques, right? So what's really cool about this is it's a very unique way for them to start bringing unique characters into the game without those characters having to be operatives or commanders. And we had already seen that to a certain extent, like with FABs and Echo, right, where they can be attached as heavy weapon units, which was also really cool. This is just a different way of doing that. You basically equip those two as, right, in this case they're also heavy weapon units, right, but you equip them as well, and that's how you fill out this squad. So this is a very cool, I think this is a really neat mechanic that Legion is bringing, because it'll allow them to kind of, because think about it, right, if we had all these characters that we wanted to bring to Legion, it would take them literally years to get even part way through that list, right? So what they can do here is they can release a single product, they can knock a lot of those names out, get a lot of people to go in and buy that stuff because they're after certain characters. Very, very cool thing. And then the week after, we had Inferno Squad, showing that right now. And again, it's obviously the counterpart to the Clan Wren guys, but it's a very, very similar concept, right? So we have Imperial Special Forces Inferno Squad, which is, of course, the specialized version of Imperial Special Forces. In this case, you equip Del Meeko and Gideon Hask, right? And then Retinue with Iden, so that pairs with her as well, which makes complete sense, right? So this is a very, very cool way of getting this done. So again, go check those articles out if you're curious. Very, very cool thing there, and very exciting. Alright guys, so thanks for joining me. That's going to do it for today, hitting all of the games that actually had stuff worth talking about happen this week. So if nothing else, go Commando.